guys, so I'm finally getting around to doing some more how-to videos. I hope to start coming out with a lot more through the rest of this year and hopefully indefinitely. And the first one that I wanted to start out with was how to fish a stick bait or a Senko. One of my Instagram followers had asked if I do a quick video on it, so I figured I'd start with how to rig it up. And there are a number of different stick baits. The most common one is the Senko. I mean, this thing is a fish catcher. It catches all types of fish all over the world. I've never had any success with it, but I do know it works. My favorite bait to use is this little 4.5-inch robo worm, and you can fish them pretty much the same way. I wanted to go through the few ways that you can rig them, or the few ways that I rig them and have some success. So I'll start with my favorite. I use a Gamakatsu 1/0 finesse octopus hook, and I actually like to bend it out just a little bit so that the point of the hook points a little bit past the eye. When you get it out of the box, sometimes it points straight at it, so I like to pull it out just a little bit. And the way I rig that is I just go right underneath the bottom and have that hook point barely coming out the top, so you can't even touch it. And I like this because I think this gives you the best action on the fall, and it leaves it misses a lot of different snags. So you can throw this in heavy cover, lily pads, brush piles, rocks, and it's going to come out the majority of that cover. My second favorite way to rig it is wacky rig, and here I like to put it again through the bottom. For these robo worms, they have a flat bottom and come right out the side, just like that. And I try to get it to penetrate as little skin as possible, which I think gives it the best action, though you're going to lose a lot more baits the thinner you hook that. And then the third way that you can hook these things would be Texas rigged. And I use a Gamakatsu EWG hook it right through the top, come out the bottom just like that. You're going to line up the hook to see where it should fit through the body. It's usually going to be right on that fat part. And then you come right through just like that. The worm straight as can be, and then you can cover that hook up by bending it right back into the rubber or the plastic. As far as setups go, these are the two rods and reels that I use for it. I use there's a 7-1, I believe, NB black 13 fishing rod and a 13 fishing reel. It's a TP2000 or TP200. And I'm always using 6 or 8 pound fluorocarbon. I fish in very clear lakes, so I think it's harder for the fish to see. And then my pond setup, I'll talk about this in subsequent videos. This is a much smaller rod. This is probably only 6 foot. I have the Shimano Stratic 1000. It's the new one on here. Again, 6 pound fluorocarbon Seager mono to try and keep that line as invisible as possible. This one actually has a much more firm tip, and I'll talk about that in a little bit later video as to why I like that, especially in pond fishing. But I'm primarily always fishing these two deals on spinning tackle. I think I can cast it much more accurately. I never have to worry about backlashes, and I'm usually fishing it with light line, so I don't need to fish it with casting gear. So those are the ways that I rig up my stick baits. I'm going to have a video on actually how to fish them coming out later in the month, so hopefully I'll get that out here pretty quickly. If you have any questions, or if there are any topics that you want to see, I'm more than happy to answer any questions, and hopefully this will be a little bit more regular. Have a great day, guys.